and get 50% off at thefarmersdog.com/radio. That's thefarmersdog.com/radio.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. A Russian entrepreneur accused of interfering in American elections now admits on Russian social media he has done it, is doing it, and will continue to do it.
Yevgeny Prigozhin, nicknamed Putin's chef because of his catering contracts with the Kremlin, has been accused of sponsoring so-called troll farms of social media users. The FBI is offering $250,000 for his arrest. The State Department, $10 million for information about his activities.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. There's a United Nations Climate Change Summit going on in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt.
We are on a highway to climate hell with our foot still on the accelerator.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. President Biden attends that summit on Friday. 4 members of his cabinet are there now. There are evacuations in neighborhoods near a chemical plant fire in Georgia. The Glenn County Sheriff's Office reports multiple explosions and no injuries and says the fire is burning but under control. America's listening to Fox News.
Tuesday, Fox News Radio has you covered for the midterm elections, and it all starts with an hour special, Democracy 2022, the midterms, hosted by Fox's Brett Baer and Martha McCallum. Then live breaking news coverage of election night with Fox News Radio's Jared Halpern and Jessica Rosenthal, joined throughout the evening by reporters around the country, along with Fox News Channel guests and contributors. Listen on the Fox News app starting Tuesday night at 6 Eastern. Download it now and just click the Listen tab. It's Democracy 2022 on Fox News Radio.
Here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm feeling it because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Mom, what does better for you food mean?
Something that takes a while to make. Not with Knorr's pasta and rice sides. They're made with no artificial flavors or preservatives and can be combined with protein and vegetables, so you don't need to spend hours in the kitchen making nutritious meals.
Mom, what does relieves mean?
It means feeling good, because thanks to Knorr, I now have more time to help you with homework. A+, Knorr, taste for good.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council. I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
5 inches of rain by tomorrow.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com.
Casts.
America with Jimmy Fallon. Tom Bevan's coming up on the back end of this hour. He is, of course, the founder of Real Clear Politics. And he is going to basically echo the sentiments I'm about to play you from Chuck Todd, who pound for pound. I don't know that there's a bigger partisan shill anywhere in the media than Chuck Todd, the host of Meet the Press. And, he has never met a Democratic cause, that he just didn't love, wasn't willing to go out there and throw his dignity on the line to defend. But we've gotten to the point now in the midterms where the Democrat closing message is just so wildly out of touch with what everybody cares about that even Chuck Todd is being forced to acknowledge that it's a little bit of a wild pitch by the Democrats, okay? Over the weekend, there were two big pushes. One was for abortion. The other one was democracy's on the ballot. And if the Republicans win, you're not going to be able to vote anymore. I mean, dude, that's what they're going with.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Okay, here is Biden. This I found so funny. Clip 16.
They're going after your right to vote. And how we can... No, not a joke. Mark my words.
It's a joke.
Going after your right to vote and who's going to count the vote. Folks, as I spoke about this last night, democracy is on the ballot this year in America. It is. It genuinely is. It's literally on the ballot, folks.
I mean, come on, man. Biden. Democracy is the ballot, okay? Everyone's going out and voting this weekend. The Democrats are not concerned because people won't be allowed to vote. The Democrats are concerned because people will be allowed to vote.
Bingo.
Okay, they're horrified. This closing message resonates with nobody. I have an op-ed coming out. It's going to be on foxnews.com. I'll let you know when it's released. I wrote it over the weekend. It's either going to run this afternoon or first thing tomorrow, okay? And my whole argument is, hey, I've been covering this on the radio the entire midterm, and I feel like every single day I've gotten on the air and said, I can't believe the Democrats are talking about what they're talking about. Meaning, right, democracy on the ballot, that's a pretend thing. Okay, I'm just telling you because I care. It is a pretend thing. Early voting is up above 2 million votes in the state of Georgia, where Joe Biden claimed it was Jim Crow on steroids, they're attacking your right to vote. We don't have a single story, not one, anywhere in America, of a person who was legally registered to vote being denied the right to vote. And again, when they go back to this whole democracy's on the ballot thing, not only is it like false,